Okay, so I realize this is a similar working to one that I uploaded on the channel. Uh, this is just an option, a different option of the same sort of working. So I have a little image of a penis. It's black. This is made from plastic, and so we're basically doing the same sort of thing. This is a separate working for a separate client. So uh, I've got it sitting in amongst some bits and pieces here. I've got some confusion powder, some graveyard dirt, some devil's dung, and things like that. Now, I have what's called a bleeding candle. I do not know if you get those, uh, where you're from. So what I'm going to do is I am going to be placing his details underneath that candle. Like, actually, I'll open it out a bit because... Okay, so anything that resembles the male member or the female member, and you're going to basically baptize this. Not, like in a doll working. Basically, I said this is now the private part of, and the name is, and you are now the private part belonging to such and such a person. So that's what I'm basically, that's what makes this unique. It belongs to him. So this is a black weeping candle, and I'm going to light it up, and I have etched into it impotence, things like that. Impotence, and you will have no luck with women. Women will laugh at you. Whenever it comes to the crunch, you will basically flop, if you know what I mean. Your private area is painful. But again, we can always leave an open door that it will work only for the client. Do you see how that is turning red? These black candles, they bleed. So I'm going to actually go up and down. And I'm going to do this for a few days. I don't know if you can see that, but well, I will blow or snuff the candle out in a minute. But can you see the red? That's actually red, and I'll show you at the end. So we're basically calling on the Santa Muerte. Santa Muerte, please bring justice to this lady. May she find the peace of mind that she so deserves. Make justice come. May he no longer experience pleasure. No sexual pleasure. It's gone. So I'm really burning this. It's actually starting to melt a bit. You could do it with a candle, or something but I like using it. I know plastic is not great, I'm probably inhaling the toxic fumes, but it's worth it for the cause. Misery. Bedroom misery is all you will experience. As this candle weeps, you will not have any joy. And yeah, the previous video, those are the little vagina candles I use, and I would also drip some wax into those so that the female doesn't enjoy it either. Make it like that. But you don't need to do that. I mean, I'm bringing it upon him. This is all about him. It's just an added bonus. So again, this person, we want him to stay away from others, stay away from dating, apps, things like that. You know, men have a habit of being very secret, talking to women online. You will be lonely, you will be miserable. So I'm giving it a real burn. And I'll do this for a few nights, probably 5 to 7 nights, maybe longer. Um, and then the candle, I can let the candle just sit and burn or snuff it out. I'll snuff it out and use it each night, but on the final night, I'll burn it out, and then I'll put the remains into a jar and put a pile of vinegar in it. That will sour the sex life even more, bring impotence. You will be impotent. Change your ways. You must change your ways. You know, so I did use, like I said, I used some powders on this. I used confusion powder, impotence powder. I make these. It's starting to bleed the candle. Can you see that? Impotence powder. I put some graveyard dirt, some destruction powder as well. Okay, so you see where I'm coming from. Petition is covered in what looks like blood. And we're asking the Santísima Muerte to protect the client. I've actually snuffed it out, so that's fine. That will be for tomorrow night. I just put that to the side. So you have the previous video using the phallic candle, or you can use just an image of something. Even a drawing is fine. Put the person's name on it. Make sure it's connected to the person. And you know, it needs to be connected. There has to be a connection. So, you know, that's the way of doing it. And if the person's with someone, you know, you can put the female's name on a the candle's really gross. Sorry, it doesn't smell like a normal candle, that one. You could put the female's name on the actual vagina candle. You could put some pins in that and, you know, torture her a little bit just to make things a bit more I was going to say fun, but that's not the right word, but just to make things a bit more potent. But yeah, this little thing, because it's made of plastic, I could melt that right down to it's nothing, and that's probably what I will do. It's actually going down as it is, so you know, there's ways of doing things other than the traditional ways, if you know what I mean. Just use your imagination. I'm all for incorporating different bits and pieces into things. So you know, it doesn't even have to be elaborate. I mean, if you've got, like I said, if you've got, a drawing, or if you're lucky enough to have a picture of the person's private parts. I have had clients send me the actual photographs, and that is just that's just what I need, because you know it's great. You can really physically attack the actual thing. You know, it's like, I know it's the candles and this little thing. I mean, this is basically we're tying the two things together. But when you have a photograph, that's what you're actually dealing with. But this is just as powerful, and this is nice and small, and this is what he's going to resort to. You know, he's going to be feeling small, and you know, it's not going to get any. His private bits aren't going to get any happier when he's with other females. So that's why we want to keep things small. So I'm going to have to rate these videos 18, or I need to be careful. But yeah, this is going to go on the altar with the black statue. You know, it's It's there's fireworks. It's an potent working, and I really really hope and hear from the clients soon, and hope that things work themselves out. Uh, what was I going to say? I'll do the reading separately. Um, I'm using some a different kind of software thingy where I have to be careful of the timing of the videos, but you will get read if you want a reading, that is. So you can shoot over a few questions, and I'll send those separately for you. And that's really what I've got. Just a little word again. If you're writing to me, please give me a bit of time to answer. Uh, I won't reply to anyone who sends me a bunch of question marks. If you write to me and you get an answer, and I tell you a bit about what I can do for you, and you don't hear from me in a set amount of time, and you sent me a string of question marks, I won't reply to you. Please do not do that. That grates on my gears. So please, please, probably a pile of people will do that now. But if you could please refrain from doing that, it's immature and it really is rude. So uh, most of my clients are very intelligent, polite people. Lately, I've been, I don't know. I think it's something to do with the planets. I've been running into a batch of people that I don't know. I mean, it's crazy, I don't class myself as being this powerful occultist. That's not what I'm not like that. But one thing I do, I mean, I have a few colleagues who are occultists, and if I ever need advice or anything, I have done many years ago. I haven't, recently asked for any advice with regards to anything, but because I sort of know, I don't sort of know, I know things. I don't need to ask for advice. But when I was younger, uh, I was being kind of mentored by a couple, and I haven't talked about this much, but the couple were very, very helpful and stuff, and I had the utmost respect for those two people, and I would never, ever, ever have been rude, put question marks in my emails or anything along those lines. Those two people were helping me. They were helping me learn. They were giving me things that were priceless. I mean, valuable lessons in the occult. And even at my young age, I would never, ever have insulted them, used vulgar language. You know, Lately that was directed at me, and I was blown away by the stupidity of the person. Sorry for the client, you're getting this on your video. I'm sorry. But I would never dream of doing that in a million years. Never dream of doing that. I personally, I mean, I do not curse people for being rude to me. If you're rude to me, so be it. Let's see what happens to you. At the end of the day, there's a spiritual court that surrounds you. And let's say I was rude to those two people that were helping me learn. Let's say something happened and I was rude to them. They have got protector spirits around them. They've got spiritual court, and I feel I would be attacked by that spiritual court, and I would deserve it. That's just, I'm not threatening people by saying that, but that is what people need to realize about the occult. The spellcaster may not even bother. I'm not into witch wars, retaliation, anything like that. At the minute, that's all there's been is witch wars online and stuff, and I'm not into that at all. But I have to say that occultists, I would be very careful around them because of the spirits that they work with. Because you could learn a lesson that may, you may not be asking for it. You learn something that you may not be ready for, and you'd be put through the mill. So it's just to say that please be careful who you and how you speak to people. It doesn't take much to be cordial. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, thanks for listening. It's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Halloween night. No, this is not confirmed, but I may come on for a small amount of time live. I don't know for sure, but I may. It's in the pipeline. I may. I don't know. It's this video is recorded a bit of time away from Halloween, like, but I'm thinking about popping off for a minute or two. But I'm going to be quite busy. But I'm thinking about jumping off for about 15 to 20, half an hour. See how if anyone shows up. Just we'll see how it goes. But like I said, it's a while it's a while off yet. But you'll probably get this video close to Halloween. But anyway, you will know. I will put it somewhere in the comments section. But anyway, thank you. Have a great evening.